This is not a commercial site. It is a self-help, first aid, mental clinic. We find ourselves in a stormy sea of hot emotions. We are being drowned by waves of emotions. Can we calm the sea of emotions? Here is how. Please try. Try and see what happens. This is not a lecture, but a practical training course. You have to learn to swim or ride a bicycle. No one can practice swimming or bicycling for you. There will be 3 lessons. Lesson 1, how to develop inner calm and patience. Lesson 2, how to use the inner calm to dispel the storm of emotions. Lesson 3, how to deal with thinking, one of the main causes of emotions. Relax but try. It is not a case of cannot do. It is a case of can do. And what is the result? It is a case of practicing again and again, getting better every time. Practice now. You can use this technique in every situation in daily life, during and after COVID-19. Love yourself. Take care of your stormy sea of emotions. Like driving a car, the more you drive, the better you are at driving. The more you calm your emotions in formal practice and daily life, the better you are at calming your emotions. The real test is used in daily life, all day, every day. Lesson 1. You may have heard or done breathing exercises. There are many variations. This way is clear, easy, fast, effective. The yogi way. Breathe in deeply into your stomach. Your stomach expands outwards. Follow the expansion of the stomach. Feel the tension until the stomach feels like a big balloon ready to burst. Hold it as long as you can. Breathe out completely. Follow the stomach collapsing inwards. Feel the squeezing until the empty stomach feels like a tight knot. Hold it as long as you can. Repeat another 3 times. Breathe in, stomach expanding, tension, big balloon bursting. Breathing out, stomach collapsing, squeezing, tight knot. Breathe in, stomach expanding, tension, big balloon bursting. Breathing out, stomach collapsing, squeezing, tight knot. Breathe in, stomach expanding, tension, big balloon bursting. Breathe out, stomach collapsing, squeezing, tight knot. When breathing in, if the expansion feels clear, feel the expansion. If the tension feels clear, feel the tension. Breathing out, if the collapsing feels clear, feel the collapsing. If the squeezing feels clear, feel the squeezing. Try another 3 times. Breathe in, stomach expanding, tension, big balloon bursting. Breathing out, stomach collapsing, squeezing, tight knot. Breathe in, stomach expanding, tension, big balloon bursting. Breathing out, stomach collapsing, squeezing, tight knot. Breathe in, stomach expanding, tension, big balloon bursting. Breathe out, stomach collapsing, squeezing, tight knot. How do you feel after this short exercise? more calm, less impatient. Did you notice that with each breathing in, the stomach expands and tenses in a series of short, broken movements? And each breathing out, the stomach contracts and squeezes in a series of short, broken movements. Pay attention to these important details. See each little broken movement. Pay attention to these short bursts of tension. Pay attention to these short bursts of squeezing. Notice each small movement, each small tension, each small squeezing. Begin, ending. Begin, ending. Begin, ending. Let us try this for about 10 breaths in silence, seeing the broken movements and feelings. Take your time slowly. If you finish first, just keep on breathing. Breathe deeply. Breathe out completely. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out completely, following the stomach. Well done. Feel good about yourself that you were able to do this. You should feel more calm now. Do you still feel any impatience? Has impatience disappeared? Lesson 2. How do you feel? Do you feel calm and light? Whatever you're feeling, try to locate the feeling in the area outside the body in front of your chest area. Repeat, in the area outside the body in front of your chest area. Take a bit of time to feel this. There may just be an empty feeling. That is good. Just feel the empty feeling clearly. An empty, nothing feeling is a good feeling. Your emotions have a location. Your emotions are located outside the body, in front of your chest area. If you cannot feel outside your chest area, do not worry. We continue to practice. Breathe in, stomach expanding, tension, big balloon bursting. Breathe out, stomach collapsing. Feel the breath spreading outside the chest area until all the breath is completely squeezed out. Breathe in, stomach expanding, tension, big balloon bursting. Breathe out, stomach collapsing, and feel the breath spreading outside the chest area until all the breath is completely squeezed out. Breathe in, stomach expanding, tension, big balloon bursting. Breathe out, stomach collapsing. Feel the breath spreading outside the chest area until the breath is completely squeezed out. Continue for 3 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out over outside chest area. Breathe in. Breathe out over outside chest area. Breathe in. Breathe out over outside chest area. Good. Now let us do it again. This time we're going to add something. This time when you breathe out, feel the breath spreading outside the chest area. At the same time, feel any emotions outside the chest area. Feel the breath over the outside chest area, dispersing the emotions with the breath. If you only feel a light, empty feeling, empty light feeling is fine, if it is what you feel. Now, let us start. Ready? Breathe in, stomach expanding. Breathe out over outside chest area, dispersing emotions. Breathe in, stomach expanding. Breathe out over outside chest area, dispersing emotions. Breathe in, stomach expanding. Breathe out over outside chest area, dispersing emotions. 3 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out, dispersing the emotions outside chest area. Breathe in. Breathe out, dispersing emotions outside chest area. Breathe in. Breathe out, dispersing emotions outside the chest area. How does the area outside the chest feel? Does it feel more empty, more light? Has emotions dispersed? Does it feel less dense, less tight? Have the emotions been dispersed? The light, empty, expansive feeling feels better than heavy, intense, narrow feeling. This technique can be used to disperse any emotions you may have. This does not expand the emotions. This disperses the emotions, and the feeling is less intense, less heavy. The feeling becomes more empty and light. Lesson 3. We now deal with thinking, with thoughts. Thinking is important, but thinking is also the cause of much mental emotions. Can we control thinking and thoughts? Before being able to control thinking and thought, we need to understand thinking and thought. Thinking and thought are very common and much used words. Sometimes they're used interchangeably. Thinking or thoughts is in two parts. The first part we all know well. It is the story part of thinking. The story of the thinking. The story may be your house or a person. Sometimes we refer to this story as a thought. I just thought of something. My house, for example. The something, my house, is in the thought. The second part of thinking is less obvious. It is the thinking process itself. So there is a thinking and there is a thought or story. My house in the previous example. These are related but different. Take a computer example we know very well. A Word document. A Word document consists of two parts. The first part is the blank Word page we open. The second part is what we type on the page. The blank Word page is like the pure thinking. What we type on the page is the story or the thought. Every blank Word page is the same as any blank Word page. What we type in the blank Word page is the story. Every story is different from another story. When we have a thought or we are thinking, we are not aware that we are thinking. We must be aware that we are thinking. Moving to the next step, where is the thought or thinking? Where do we locate the thought or thinking? If we want to catch a monkey, we must know where is the monkey. Try to think of something. Think of what you want to do later today. Think of anything. Try to locate the thought or thinking. Try to feel the thought in the area outside the head, above the head. I can also feel the thought outside my head, in front of my forehead. Can you do that? Feel the thought or thinking outside the head above the head, or outside the head in front of the forehead? If you can do that, the next thing is, do you know that you are thinking? Do you know that you are thinking? If you know that you are thinking, is the thinking and knowing separate? Can you separate thinking and knowing the thinking? Do not worry if you cannot do any of this. Keep on trying to separate thinking and knowing that you are thinking. Normally, we know the story in the thought. Now try to know that you are thinking, but do not go into the story. Just know that you are thinking, but do not follow the story. What happens to the thinking if you do not follow the story? If you just know the thinking and do not follow the story, the thinking disappears right away. Thinking disappears like a bubble popping. If you follow the story, the thinking follows the story to the end of the story. The thinking dissolves at the end of the story. If you want to shut off thinking, just know that you are thinking without the story, and the thinking pops closed. It is like going to a Microsoft Word document, top right-hand corner. Click on the X at the top right-hand corner without reading the file, and the Word file pops closed, disappears in a flash. If you think, know that you are thinking, but do not go into the story. The thinking pops closed in a flash. Another thought comes. Know that you are thinking. The thinking pops closed. Another thought. Know that you are thinking. Thinking pops closed. Another thought. Know that you are thinking. Thinking pops closed. Another thought. Know that you are thinking. Thinking pops closed. Just keep on shooting down each thought like a computer game until there is no thinking left. You win. Scan the mind, but there is no thinking. The desktop of your mind is clean of thinking. When the desktop of your mind is clean, how does it feel in the area outside your chest? Stop the thinking. Thinking can give rise to emotions. But sometimes you need to think, like making a decision on a patient or student. Clear the emotions first. Breathe in and out over the outside chest area. Disperse the emotions. When the emotions are dispersed, you are calm and steady. The sea of emotions is calm. Now you can think, like making a decision on a patient or student. Clear the emotions. Then think after clearing the emotions. To summarize the self-help first aid mental clinic, there are 3 things you can do. The first is breathe in and out, following the stomach and feeling the tension and squeezing in the stomach to build calm and patience. The second is using the calm to disperse any emotions located outside the body by breathing out over the front of the chest area where emotions are located. The third is to locate thinking outside the head, above the head, or in front of the forehead. Separate thinking and the story. No thinking, and thinking pops closed. And when you have an uncluttered desktop and emotions are calm, think of the problem at hand in a calm manner with no emotions, with professionalism. In the emotional storm of life emotions, you will be able to calm your heart and mind with tranquility and lightness and make professional decisions. I hope this works for you. Keep practicing and training. Become a proficient, professional surgeon of your own mind. And you can help others learn self-help first aid mental clinic. I hope you feel good about yourself for doing this. You should. Thank you for trying. And thank you for spreading self-help first aid mental clinic. My contact information appears at the end of the clip. Everything is free. Thank you very much for your time and kind attention.